Alright, let's get something straight right away. Your personality. Yeah, it might be kind of a fraud. A beautiful, socially acceptable, slightly glitchy fraud. And I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm saying that because science, psychology, and a suspicious amount of drunk philosophers all kind of agree on it, which is already a red flag. Because whenever drunk philosophers agree on something, reality usually has a bug in it. Think about it. You wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, and you're like, yep, that's me. That's my personality. I'm a calm, funny, slightly chaotic but lovable person who enjoys coffee and deep conversations. No, you're not. You're a tired ape running on outdated software, pretending you're consistent because it helps society not collapse into screaming chaos at the grocery store. Your personality is basically just your brain going, let's recycle some habits, sprinkle in childhood trauma, add TikTok influence, and call it an identity. Boom. You. Congratulations. And here's the first uncomfortable truth. Your personality is not a solid thing. It's more like a group chat. Yeah, a messy group chat in your head where one voice is like, let's go to the gym, become disciplined, change our life. And another voice is like, bro, shut the f up, we start tomorrow. Also, we're ordering pizza. And then there's a third voice that just sends random memes and disappears for 3 days like it pays rent in confusion. So when you say, this is my personality, what you really mean is, this is the group chat that won the argument this week. And scientists basically looked at the human brain and went, yeah, baby! This thing is not a CEO. It's a chaotic committee run by sleep-deprived interns. Now, let's go deeper into the madness.
Okay.
There's a psychological theory, and I swear this is real, not something I made up after too much coffee, that your brain doesn't actually store a personality. It constructs it in real time, like improv comedy. Which means every time you say, that's just who I am, your brain is literally just improvising a character and hoping nobody notices the script is being written live. You're not a fixed character. You're a live stream with buffering issues. And the craziest part? You don't even notice the edits. Like imagine your personality is a video editor sitting behind you going, let's cut out that embarrassing thing you said in 2017. Add a little confidence here. Oh shit, he failed again. Quick, add a narrative about learning experience. Perfect. That's your brain. It's basically a PR agency for a confused monkey. Now let's talk about memory, because memory is where things get truly unhinged. You think your memories are like video recordings, right? Like you can just rewind and watch your life like Netflix? Wrong. Your memories are more like drunken eyewitness testimony in a courtroom where the witness is also the suspect, the judge, and the guy cleaning the floor. Every time you remember something, your brain goes, I don't like this version.
Liar!
Let's edit it so you look slightly cooler and slightly less like an idiot.
Liar!
That means your personality is built on edited highlights of events that may or may not have actually happened like that. So when you say, I'm shy because of my childhood, your brain might be like, yeah, or we just reconstructed that story 400 times until it sounded poetic enough to post on Instagram. Damn. Now let's get even weirder.
Okay.
There's a concept in neuroscience that says your sense of self is just a prediction machine.
True.
Your brain is constantly guessing what you're going to think next, which is insane when you think about it, because it means you are not really thinking. You are watching thoughts appear like pop-up ads. You're just sitting there like, oh cool, I guess I'm anxious now. Didn't order that, but okay. It's like your brain is Amazon Prime, and your personality is whatever gets delivered overnight without your permission. And sometimes it glitches. Sometimes you suddenly become a completely different version of yourself, depending on sleep, hunger, or whether someone texted you K instead of OK. One tiny trigger and boom, your whole personality update installs like, new version of you available.
Dude, we could have made a cool super hit, but I forgot you can't even speak.
Includes unnecessary overthinking, emotional instability, and a bonus feature called Why Did I Say That 6 years ago at 2:14 p.m.? And you just accept it. No terms and conditions, no refund. Now let's talk about social personality. Oh boy, because the you that exists alone in your room is not the same you that exists around other people. There's office you. There's friend group you. There's attractive stranger you. There's talking to customer service you, which is basically a completely different species that speaks in apology noises and panic politeness. And none of them agree on who you actually are. Office you is like, I am professional, calm, emotionally stable, I enjoy spreadsheets and respectful communication. Friend group you is like, bro, I would absolutely fight a goose if it looked at me wrong. And somehow both are lying and telling the truth at the same time. So what is your real personality? The answer is there isn't one. You are just a collection of adaptive modes like a broken video game character with different skins depending on the map. Now here comes the part that really messes people up. Even your desires are not fully yours. Yeah, sorry. You think you want things because that's just me. But neuroscience is like, actually, we traced 70% of your preferences to exposure, environment, and random dopamine conditioning. The rest is just vibes and memes.
That's right.
You don't even choose your cravings fully. Your brain just throws options at you like, hey, want validation? Want snacks? Want to rewatch the same video for 3 hours instead of fixing your life? And you're like, yeah, sounds good, damn it. Now, let's bring in something really wild. Mirror neurons. These are brain cells that basically make you copy other people emotionally, which means when you hang out with someone confident, you borrow their confidence like a stolen jacket. When you hang out with someone anxious, congratulations. You now also have anxiety DLC installed. So your personality is constantly being infected by other people like emotional Wi-Fi. You are not you. You are a walking remix of everyone you've ever spent time with. And the internet? Oh man, the internet is basically injecting millions of micro-personalities into your brain daily like, here, take this sarcasm, take this nihilism, take this 2-second attention span and insecurity combo pack. And you wonder why you feel inconsistent? Bro, you're not inconsistent, you're just overloaded. Now let's go philosophical for a second. But not boring philosophy, the kind that feels like it should be whispered in a parking lot at 3 a.m. If your personality changes depending on context, time, mood, and social setting, then what part of it is actually you? Is there a core self, or are you just the pattern that emerges when enough randomness stabilizes? That's the scary idea, that you is not a thing. You is a process, like fire. Fire is not a solid object. It's just something happening when conditions are right. You might be the same. A temporary personality fire burning in a biological machine that thinks it's the main character of the universe. And honestly, that's kind of hilarious, because it means all the times you were like, this is just who I am. The universe was probably like, sure bro, for now. Let's see you after less sleep and one awkward social interaction. And the wildest part is, even knowing all this doesn't fully break the illusion. Your brain will still go back to, no, I'm consistent. I have a personality. I swear I'm real. Like a computer insisting it's alive because it renamed its folders. So yeah, your personality is fake. Not in a depressing way. More like in a wow, reality is basically improvising itself through confused meat robots kind of way. And if that feels unstable, don't worry. Everyone else is also just winging it with slightly better marketing. And honestly, that might be the funniest thing about being human. We are all just walking around like, yes, I am a coherent identity. While internally it's just, why did I say that? Oh no, let's rebrand our entire personality at 2 a.m. And somehow, we all agree not to talk about it too loudly. Because if we did, yeah, society would just be one long group chat of existential panic and memes. Anyway, that's your personality. Probably. Maybe. Who knows?